Happy Monday, Monarchs. Welcome to our first Monty's Career Monday, #MCM. I am so excited to be here for you today with some fantastic people who have different careers. So we're going to speak to an actor, a carpenter, a doctor of brain science, an author, and with us here on the panel, we have Matthew Van Wettering. He is our actor. Eric Martin, a carpenter / real estate guru. Miss Carolyn Meyer, an author. And Dr. Chris
Albuquerque. And you're not an actor in Albuquerque unless you've done Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. Now, here's a story. I came into film and television after Breaking Bad was already wrapped, the television series. And so Better Call Saul started up. And I auditioned for episode 1, season 1. And I auditioned about 20 to 25 times for Better Call Saul, all the way through season 5. It was my white whale. I wanted it so bad. And I was on hold 6 times, which is the first loser, right? If you're second, you're the first loser, and you just weren't chosen that day, right? Well, I wasn't chosen a bunch. And then El Camino came out, and it worked out. I got to be on El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie, and it was all those auditions where Vince Gilligan knew me. He knew my tapes, I had tried so much, but I didn't give up, and audition 26, it happened. So you never know.
Yeah.
So how I got started into the business was after high school, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. So I went into the military. I was 4 years in the military. And then when I got out of the military, I went back to Michigan. That's where I'm from. And just wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I was kind of flopping around a little bit. School wasn't always my thing. I did have the GI Bill that, if I wanted to go to college, I could. I took a couple classes, but school's never really been my strong point. So my cousin, he was working with one of his friends that owned a construction company doing finished carpentry. So he said, hey, we need some help. Why don't you come out and work with us? And I said, okay, well, I'll give it a shot. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just said, why not, So I went and started working with them and just really picked it up quick. I really liked to work with my hands, working with tools. We got to use a lot of saws and nail guns. And it was very detailed work. Finished carpentry is, the moldings and the doors and everything that makes the house look nice. So it's very detailed. And I just really picked it up. And then after some time, my cousin and myself, we actually started.
And at the same time, I realized there's a community college. And if I went and took a few classes at this community college, I'd probably meet a few girls. And so I went to college. And the thing I discovered when I went to college was, having worked in construction, I had developed this work ethic. Because the people I worked with, they worked hard and they expected everybody to work hard. And I developed this work ethic that I never thought I was really the smartest person in the classes or whatever. But having this work ethic let me do very, very well in college. And I started liking it. And the next thing you know, I've been in college for 10 years. 10 years had passed and I was getting a PhD. And so I guess the first lesson that I would emphasize is life is very forgiving. You can make some really huge mistakes in life, but life is just enormously forgiving in that, like me, you would think, oh, dropping out of high school in 10th grade, well, your ceiling is pretty low. You're not going to really achieve a whole lot in life. But no, life is extremely forgiving and gives you opportunities to, make mistakes, recover from those mistakes, And
majored in English because that, I mean, it was the only thing I really wanted to do. I don't think a degree in English is necessarily the road to being a writer. I think one of the roads to being a writer is to read a lot and also to be writing. You know, I'm amazed at people who want to write, and then I get complaints about, oh, but I have writer's block. I can't do anything. Well, I blow them off. I mean, come on. The thing that you need two things to be a writer. One is discipline. And I think discipline is more important than talent. Because if you have talent and you don't have discipline, you won't do anything. It'll just kind of sit up there in your brain. If with enough discipline, you can take a small talent and develop it and grow it like a little plant. The other thing that I think is very important and to learn at a very early age, you know, while you're still in school, in junior high or high school, wherever you are, and that is to accept criticism, and that is extremely difficult.